Hi guys, welcome to our first episode of I'm Right, He's Wrong. We've decided to call our podcast I'm Right, He's Wrong because obviously most women are right and men are completely wrong. And who better to do it with other than my best friend, Ron?
Yep. I cannot believe I've actually agreed to do this because, do you know what? Meeting up with her probably once a month is enough for me, quite frankly.
How dare you?
I mean, don't get me wrong, the name, I'm happy with purely because I will disagree with you the whole time, which is
what every man does.
Yeah, because do you know what it is? We give up after half the time. We let you talk and then we just give up because it's better to just happy wife, happy life. That's why they say it. But no,
I feel like most men just pretend they're listening, innit? And then just...
We do. It goes in one ear, out the other. But that's what this
fine.
podcast is going to be. It's going to be talking about, a lot of the time, scenarios. We're very controversial people, I would like to say. I mean, sometimes we're a bit sort of like, we reserve ourselves because of the life of social media.
We're just like, we don't care as in the fake kind of industry idea. But I feel like we're quite outspoken and honest in other ways.
Well, we've been in social media world for 2 years now. And for people that don't actually, they might not know who we are, where we come from or whatever, or how we become friends in the first place. We was on reality TV. We was on Love Island 2 years ago now. Can you believe?
Yeah, but you know what? Like, time just flies by, don't it? Because I can't even remember that time of my life now. It's just gone so quick.
I always think before going on, I said, I've got my mates. I'm never going to meet any more mates. I'm done. I've got so many more mates.
What did I say to you when I first went in there? I was like, everyone's fake that you meet nowadays. I don't really want new friends. Like,
I actually remember having
my girls
a
are real girls.
conversation.
And do you remember I used to say to you, like, it's taken me years to realise who, like, my real friends are and how I won't be looking for new friends because it takes you years to trust people. Like, I'm really, like, not a trusting person.
Yeah, but we've got our social circles and we don't want to expand that. But we have. Yeah. We've expanded.
And I don't really like a lot of people.
No, I don't.
I don't think I want to, though. I think we're a bit hard to get on with.
Yeah, but that's fine, though, because we just need each other to just be friends.
Yeah, I think we're the problem.
But also, we do see each other in moderation. So otherwise, I would actually get proper fed up with you. Because trust me, listening to this podcast, you get however long you're going to be listening to us, Tanyel's going to do your Sweden.
You know what? You're just a hater.
But yes, in terms of like what we're trying to talk about on this podcast, because let's be honest, every Tom, Dick and Harry's got a podcast these days. Everyone who can sit in front of a mic talks about whatever. But I think we're going to sort of like break boundaries here.
I feel like it's different because I don't know about you, but I've not really seen many podcasts where it's a woman and a man that are actually friends and hearing two different
people
opinions.
Don't like that. People don't like man and
they don't understand that.
They don't get it.
It's weird because like, oh, you're not in a relationship. How comes? Like, they don't get it.
We've had 2 years of people saying to us like, "Oh, are you in a relationship? Are you in a couple?" Like, I'm not being funny. The girl's engaged. Like, get over it. Like, we are just friends. And I think a lot of people have this stigma around like, I don't know. I think it's like a emotional maturity why a bloke either can or can't have a female friend. Like, I've always had female friends.
Yeah, but like, this is the thing though, I've got to be honest. I know this is really bad to say, but like, I think our friendship is really good and it's normal, but I wouldn't be happy with my partner having a girl mate this close.
At all.
No. Are you mad?
Yeah, but do you not think that's double standards?
Yes. I do, but it's different. Men think with their dick and I just don't trust them. So no, I'm not
Most
having
do,
that.
not all.
Oh, all of them do, honey. What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, you're sat in front of someone, bearing in mind...
Yeah, but you're different.
See what I mean?
You're different.
You can't just say I'm like 1 in 7 billion. Like, I am... Yes, I am special. I'm perfect. I'm unique.
Oh,
but...
No. Maybe this is the reason why you're different.
But it's true. Like, I agree that probably 90% of blokes shouldn't have girl mates.
Yeah, like, I just
can't
think...
trust them.
I'm not saying that I wouldn't trust my partner to have a girl best friend, but I would... Sorry, I actually really won't like it. I'm your best friend. I'm your wife. I'm everything. Why the fuck do you need anyone else in your life?
Yeah, but do you not think he could turn around and be like, well, I don't like you being mates with Ron then? Even though, by the way, this is not the situation.
Yeah.
I very much get on
that's
with
different. But no. Sorry, no. The way we met was different. Like, he's not meeting... Let's be realistic. He's not meeting anyone that he's going to be best friends with, that he's going to be putting a a situation where he lives with someone for this many weeks, gets to know them, becomes really close to them, like as a friend, that's not happening realistically, is it? Because I mean, he ain't gonna go anywhere to stay with any other girl. So nah, not happening on my books.
No, it'd be weird it'd be weird for him to have a friendship, like form a friendship now.
That's what I mean.
But like friendships that I've like, if, for example, if I got into a relationship, I've got female friends, ones that I've had literally since school. Like I'm never gonna drop someone that I've known for 15 years that's been in a relationship for 10, 15 years because like my missus isn't comfortable with that. Like there's trust involved, you know?
Yeah, but there's trust and there's being stupid.
Yeah, but you should still, like, I would like to think that, like, if I was with someone, they'd trust me enough that I've had this mate for 15 years. Like, they should trust enough that I'm mates with you. But imagine if she started, right, let's say this, right? Let's say I got with someone, and let's be honest, you're going to end up going through, like, a bit of a vetting process to be like, oh, what's she like?
Yeah.
And she was like, no, I don't like you being friends with Tanya.
Sounds like fuck off.
Yeah, exactly. But that would be...
Yeah, but she can't say shit. I'm engaged, not being funny.
You never know. Trust me, girls do worse things.
Yeah, well, you know what? Good luck to them, innit? Because they've got something coming with me.
No, that's not. I mean, it's double standards, but you can just. I'll accept that. I think you need to accept this double standards, and I think you have, to be fair.
Yeah, I have.
You just don't care, do you?
I don't give a shit. It's not happening.
Oh, speaking of which, so she's actually just come back from what would you call it? Wedding venue shopping? Whatever.
Yeah.
What would you call
Are
it?
you trying to say it's like the 100th time?
Well, yeah. It's, how many times you been away for it?
5 times.
Because my theory is that she's just milking her fella for holidays.
I'm not. I just really enjoyed checking everything out thoroughly.
5 holidays she's had to check out
But
how
you
many
know,
venues.
I promise you, you wouldn't believe how hard it's been. Honestly, like I went to Cyprus twice. Cyprus, I love Cyprus, but it just is not like, they just don't seem to be as professional as like how Italy's been, for example. And not even just that, like certain places have been quite professional, but some of the places I really liked were too like big of a hotel where you don't get that privacy. And like, I don't want to walk down the aisle and people be staring at me outside their balcony. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's so uncomfortable. I do not need any of that.
Yeah, but then if you're in that realm of like, you're in the realm of celebrity weddings with stuff like that.
Yeah, just...
Like, don't get me wrong, you're going to have a massive wedding. It's going to be like, well, I mean, I'm assuming I'm still invited anyways. But if it is like, let's say, right, I'm assuming you've decided like Italy now.
I think so.
And month and things like that, it's going to be summer wedding abroad. Obviously, abroad weddings most of the time are smaller because people either can't commit or whatever. Like, I think it's nice anyways. Like,
I think it's nice because the people
nice.
that actually care about me are going to come. Do you know what I mean? So, like, I'll be upset if certain people can't make it, but if their reasons are stupid reasons, or like they just can't make it because they're not putting in the effort, then that just shows to me that you don't really care. And I'm not bothered anyway. I'm just gonna look good on my wedding day. That's all I care about.
Yeah, no, that is true. I'm looking forward to it. It's I mean, I'm not being funny. I loved your engagement party. That was so.
My
good.
engagement party was sick.
It was so.
It was so good, innit?
But that seems like a million miles away.
I know.
Like that seems like that was the start of last year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Jan or Feb.
Yeah, I can't believe how quick that's gone. And can you believe I didn't plan a thing of that?
Who planned that?
Ed is his brother. So good, innit?
So who's planning the wedding?
I'm a wedding planner.
So you've got one.
Yeah, I can't.
So you just need to
rely
pick a
on
venue
him.
and then she does it.
Yeah. So she's gonna do all of that. I can't plan things.
So
I'm
it's
too
not
busy.
stress. So you don't have to stress about it then.
I mean, I'm stressing about a few things.
Yeah, but you only have to make decisions on like.
Yeah.
I don't know, like I don't know.
Yeah, like
I'm not
silly
exactly
decisions.
well
Yeah,
versed
at least
on
she
this,
does like the hard
flowers
work
and stuff.
Yeah. I'm actually not stressed. I think once I have it booked and like the date is down, I feel like
I would quite like to know the date because then I can start booking things around it. Because at the moment I don't even know a month. You've just said keep the year free, and which doesn't work for me.
This is the thing about
I need
me.
like a month or two.
This is me. I'm last minute though. I've just got to sit down.
You
and
can't
make
for your
a
wedding.
decision.
I'm sorry, that's the
I
one day
know.
that you can't.
But
do.
I feel like you're gonna have at least 8 months notice. That's enough.
Well, no, we're in Jan now.
Yeah.
So 8 months notice for August would be now. So if you want it in August, you kind of need to tell me now.
End of this month.
Okay. All right, fine. Right, anyways, but I guess another common subject that we get, I think, which a lot of people talk to us about, which frankly does my head in, but I can kind of understand it because this is where we've come from is like our lives in general are very publicized. Like we do post about it. Like we are more private than probably most because people do just.
I think we're very private, you know, considering we're meant to be influencers that share your everyday life. Like some people I know that I follow, they're such good influencers. I'm like, oh, you're posting like every single thing. When you eat, this, that. But then I just feel like, at what point do you feel like, I feel like it stops your happiness?
I think influencers in general, I don't agree with some of their moral compasses at all.
In what sense?
Like, do you remember, I think it was last year, like I did a TikTok on calling out, I think it was like 4 or 5 influencers on promoting that FX scam. Like, things like that proper piss me off. Like, you're an influencer with hundreds of thousands, if not millions of followers, and you have no background in the industry of like finance or whatever, and you're promoting just because you're getting a paycheck, because you're getting 10 bag off someone to promote an FX scam where little like, I don't know, little 16, 18-year-olds, 20-year-olds, even like 20, probably 25-year-olds are going to believe you and saying that you're going to earn 400, 500 quid a day or whatever, and they're losing all their dough. And I just think you're using your platform. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to preach to say that my platform is absolutely perfect. I preach all the best things in the world. Like, I only work with companies that I want to work with, or I'll promote things that like I, you know, half agree with.
That's the thing with us. I feel like we've only ever worked with brands that we actually like, or like we'd only promote something we actually use.
Like we
not
all,
something random.
I don't know. I reckon I've been guilty of definitely promoting something that I probably wouldn't use, but I definitely wouldn't be against.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it is a paycheck. But I just don't think some of the ones I wouldn't use all the time, but I definitely wouldn't say no to it. Ones where, like, for example, I've been offered like a lot of crypto betting, a lot of crypto, and a lot of FX stuff. Like, I'm talking like 10, 20 grand a month for like 6 months. Like, it's serious money in this world because they know they need someone to do it. And because of my background working, like being a financial advisor, working in finance, they know I'm the perfect person to do it. I will refuse to do it. That stains your name. People, I don't trust that people like do enough information on it. Half of them are scams anyways. The legit ones I still don't feel comfortable doing. Like I think it was like one, it was like a crypto wallet. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I just don't think it's a good subject to encourage. Like, I wouldn't encourage people to do that in the first place to get into crypto, let alone promote a product. And that was like a 10 bag deal. Yeah. Like, I'll happily turn that down.
So basically what you're trying to say is you've got morals and they haven't.
Yeah, facts. Majority. I'm not saying every single one. I'm saying the majority of influencers I think are rats. I just think they're like anything for paycheck.
Yeah.
Like, obviously I've met some great ones. Like I've got some friends in the industry that are great. Like, but no, I think majority are rats. I just hate the industry so much. I think it's fake, pretentious.
But you know what? You say that, right? But I feel like that's not just an influencer thing. I feel like most people nowadays, not most people, there's going to be a majority of people that you just would not agree with their morals and they don't have any. Do you know what I mean? Like, so it's just, but I get what you're trying to say. I feel like it's a bit more materialistic, fake in this industry.
Well, it's just more like you're more exposed to it. Because you go onto Instagram, you go onto TikTok,
and
you see people living this life. Oh, it's ridiculous. I had the best year last year, traveling, holidays, being free, doing work with companies, flying out to places like China to do jobs for like car companies. Like, I loved it, and I'll never take that privilege away. And that's why I'll never, as much as I like, you know, my experience with Love Island was very up and down in general, but I will never ever say I regret it. I used to say I regretted it.
I know when you first come out, I feel like you had quite a lot of anxiety.
I wouldn't say it's anxiety. I think, and it wasn't even the show. It was the fact that, well, it was my first relationship, and I was going through heartbreak. Like, I think that's what it was. Like, I was a soppy bastard. Like, I am. Like, I'm an emotional bloke as it is. So for me, I think going through a breakup, public eye, kind of not really knowing the reasons of why I broke up anyways, I think it was a very complicated situation. I think that's what changed me for like 8 months after. That's what put me in a shell. That's why I completely went off grid. Like, obviously I haven't spoken about it, and I probably for another episode couldn't go into all the details about it, but you know, it was such a first experience for me, and I think that's what kind of tainted my experience of Love Island in general, because coming out to something so good, and that's what I had, and then I had all like highs, and then going through that was kind of merged into one with my Love Island experience. So that's what kind of stained it for me, and that's why I had such a, I don't know, that's why I had mixed opinions on it.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was anxiety. It was just pure heartbreak. That's all it was. Like, everyone's been through it, or I'd probably assume so. Me, I just feel things. I just went through a phase, you know. I think it was the fact that, one, I didn't want to be in the industry in the first place. So like, she was my experience, if you know what I mean.
This is what I'm saying. So because you were so used to, Lana was like your safety net, like that security blanket. Do you know what I mean? Like, you've gone through that experience.
She
with
was
her.
the outcome. That's what it was. She was the
Yeah.
outcome. That was kind of like the trophy, so to speak.
Aww.
No, not like
That's
that.
so sweet.
But it was like, you finish that, you break up or whatever happens, and then you kind of like, I was thrown into a world, which, bearing in mind, we was in the world, that whole social media stuff for months together. But then I'm like, well, actually, I didn't want to be in this world. Now I'm doing it on my own. So it's kind of like,
This is what I
don't
mean.
want to be here. Do you know what? I think a task for you to do, and I don't know whether she's going to be up for this, but get her on the podcast.
I've spoken to her already.
Have you?
Yeah, she will.
Do you think you should do it, though? Is she saying it out of politeness?
No, she would, like...
I think she said it out of politeness.
No, Lana wouldn't say something and not do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's not... And also, like, she don't resent you. You two are... Like, you ended on good terms. She's not a bad
but it's still
person.
like that. Remember the engagement party?
Yeah, but that's different. Long story short, Ron and Lana broke up. I'm not going to go into detail with it, but I wouldn't say any of it was, like, on bad terms or anything.
It wasn't. It was all good terms.
Nothing was bad terms with them. I just feel like things didn't work out, and I do think that in the end you two were both different people, and so I'd say the most recent time they saw, my side is the truth, the name says it all, and Lana was a little bit cold with Ron. I think that's what he's trying to say, but she wasn't rude, disrespectful, or not polite. It was more awkward. And this is where I kind of understand
only from her
though.
side. This is why, honestly, if she gets on a podcast, I'm telling you, like, obviously it's been a while now. It's been like a year since I've obviously seen her since your engagement party. But like, I would love to question it now, because we're so past that point now. We're both so past it, anyways. Where I'd feel
he is not past it.
I'm
He's
so
angry.
No, I'm not.
Can you not see?
No, I don't know why. I don't know why you think that.
This is what men do. They act like they don't care, but he's gonna go home and cry now, guys.
This is the thing. I don't care. Like, I'm emotionally mature enough to have a conversation.
Ron, I can see you. It's fine. Don't worry.
I'm emotionally mature enough to have this conversation and actually talk about it for the sake of the podcast, because we've never spoken about it. Like, people always ask questions about it. The most common question I get is, will you go back with Lana, or what? Like, do you still speak? Are you still friends? Do the three of you still hang out together? Like, it's always going to go back to that. It's going to be like that for bloody years until I get a new missus, right? But I would more than happy sit there for an hour and I'd be able to chat like as if we're mates.
But this was like a situation where you both actually saw each other properly for the first time, I'd say. It's different.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, events different, that's different. And so naturally, I feel like if it was me, maybe I'd even be a bit awkward. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like that comes across as cold.
No, I get it. I'm not saying don't be awkward.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I was like, I thought we was better than that. But it is what it is. I don't, like, it literally is, well, we're talking about a year ago. This is for the sake of the listeners about the scenario, which will be clarified, I'm sure. We'll talk about it at some point, like when she's on. We will try and get her on. We'll see if she's up for it.
She's going to come on. She's not bitter and she's fine.
Great. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
But speaking of
bet
which,
you are.
and their pure waffle, as they have done to me for like the last 2 years of being out, and you asked me questions on this.
But
when
this
we
is
saw
because
each other.
I think it's because you're a slut. So
that's
why
don't
you
you
end
dare
up in
say
the...
it. Don't listen to her.
Guys, listen to me.
This,
you know what? If
no,
you give me enough money, I'll
don't
tell you the
stain me
truth.
like this, because this is factually not true.
Okay, but you do not help yourself. You get yourself into situations. I don't think you're not innocent. You are.
I'm innocent.
But why is there's always a story about you?
Because I'm just like irresistible, I think.
No, bro, you're really not.
I think no. I just have like this. I have this thing, and I just find myself in sticky situations. And the sticky situation that I'm actually referring to was basically I've just come back from. Well, I say just come back. It was like we was away for.
Wait. Can I explain this?
Go on, Joe. What? Yeah.
Let me talk,
I'm all
please.
ears.
Idiot over here decided to think that it was a normal thing to go away with his friend.
Oh, that
Correct
sounds,
me if I'm
that sounds
correct me
really
what-
abnormal.
No, I'm not done. Stop talking. Oh, tell me if I'm wrong with any of this, by the way, because I think if I listen to you, then I might know the truth. But he decided to go away with one of his friends, with his and the friend's fiance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And her friend who went to Casa Amor on was it our series?
Yeah, Lydia.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not really good with stuff like this. I'm terrible. She's beautiful, by the way. But that's basically like a double date
No, it's
on
not.
a holiday. Yes, it is.
Why
That's
does
so
it have to
weird.
be that?
Okay, so where was you sleeping, Ron?
We had separate rooms.
Really?
We had separate rooms.
You liar.
We had separate rooms.
I don't believe
On the
it.
cruise, we had separate rooms.
I don't believe it.
We had separate rooms. Like, this is what this is the thing. And even if we didn't, yeah, I know that I handled the situation. Look, the whole thing. Like, look, firstly, this is not a bashing thing because Lydia's actually amazing, right? She's actually a very, very lovely girl. She's very attractive, but we have been friends for probably better friends for the past year because of our mutual friendship with Connor and Yvonne, these TikTokers that we become really good friends with, like her even more so. And the whole situation was obviously us going away on a holiday, which I can see, yes, of course, like they're a couple, we were just two friends.
We're a couple.
No, they're a couple. We're celebrating their engagement and we're like the other two friends, right? I get most people will look at it and they go, oh, it's a couple's holiday, blah, because apparently men, once again, can't have platonic friendships.
They can't.
We have
We're
that.
different. No, not everyone can.
You can't, but
No,
I have
Rod, I'm
other,
sorry.
I have other female friends as well, right? I get it. I get why people are going to ask the questions about it. But what I don't get is the fact that, like, I can have a platonic, like, friendship with a girl, right? Then all of a sudden we post a picture of us, literally not even, like, we're not exactly hugging each other. We're not holding, we're like, there's literally no, it's not a romantic picture. Next thing you know, it's in the papers, Sun, Daily Mail, Gossip, the lot of them come out of, like, I'm in a relationship with Lydia. Okay, where's your facts on that for a start? Yes, I get it. It's papers. They're just, I think they're absolute low lives. But then it didn't help that people like Kai and Luca, they commented saying, oh, soft launch, or finally you've announced it. Like, joking. Yeah? And then next thing you know, it blows up, becomes a thing. Then I think gets in a little bit, like, things get a little bit too, like, emotionally heated. Throughout this whole process has been, like, and Yvonne will tell you as well, like, literally I let her know months and months ago, start a holiday, I was like, look, we are, like, I can't do the whole 4-hour thing. Like, I just can't. It doesn't work, doesn't suit my life. We are just friends. That's how we see it. And that's how we was.
Yeah.
But then I think now it's come to a phase where, like, the papers have got involved, fans start getting involved, people think that I'm with, and all I get now is questions about, like, are you still with Lydia? And I'm like, well, I was never with her in the first place.
Well, the one I saw today was that you split up.
Yeah, we split up today.
Because you're going on All Stars.
So yeah, I split up with my girlfriend that wasn't my girlfriend today.
For All Stars that you're not currently at because you're here.
Yeah, so, All Stars lineup was announced today.
Oh my God, I can't lie. I'm gassed.
Why are you gassed?
Because I love watching it. What are you talking about? Just because I didn't like being on it doesn't mean I don't like watching it.
All right, what do you think of the lineup then?
I feel like it's quite good. Like, I feel like they've got proper good people on this year. I feel like it's going to be really controversial. It's not. I don't think it's going to be boring at all.
No, I think they've got some good people in there. It's a much older crowd.
I noticed that. It's a much older crowd, but I like that, you know.
Everyone's low, mid, high 30s.
Yeah, maybe because I'm getting old now, so maybe that's why I feel better. Wow. No, you're younger
20...
than me, so just shut up.
No, what are you, 28?
28. I'm going to be 29.
When?
And guys, can I just say something? I forgot my age the other day. Someone asked me how old I was, and I had to think for ages. I text my mum.
Well, maths ain't your strong point, is it? Let's be honest.
That's not the point. My point is time goes so quickly that I've actually forgot my age, you prick. And I thought I was 26, and that's so sad. Like, I missed 2 years of my life, basically.
26 seems so young.
I know. I'm so old.
We're old.
And, like, I looked back at my phone the other day. I was looking through my, like, camera roll, and a year ago, even I'd say 2 years ago, I was so much prettier. Like, I looked more youthful.
Oh, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing the whole like.
And guys,
oh,
wait, one
feels-
more. Another thing. I can't really say the reason why, really, but it will come out in time.
Go on, say
But
it.
I wanted to get a nose job. And because of a friend,
Yeah.
I can't for a while. Things will come to light eventually, you understand?
Yeah, that's maybe for the next episode we can go through that potentially.
But yeah, other than that, I do think it's nicer that
Why
they've
do
got
you
older
feel like
people.
you need a nose job? Come on,
I don't feel like I need it.
I don't get it.
I
then.
want it.
Do you know what?
I don't hate my face.
Do you know what? This is a subject
just
where,
want
like,
it to
if a
be
bloke
down.
has an opinion on this and says, "Oh no, you look beautiful as it is," and it's always I'm gonna be like, "Oh no, you're stopping her from doing something that she wants," and I'm like, "Oh, you can't win. Blokes can't
Oh
win."
yeah, no, they can't win. No,
Yeah, we're
but the
just
thing
finished.
is, like, Edis doesn't even bother me with it no more. He's just like, do what you want. You don't need it.
He's
but do
given
what
up with
want.
you. That's why
He really has given up
he's
with me. I can't even lie to you.
He's accepted
Yeah,
defeat.
but also I've been saying this for years. I'm gonna get a nose job. I'm gonna get a nose job. I've never done it, so we'll see.
One thing that we will talk about next ep is All Stars in a bit more detail.
Yeah,
Because I think the lineup needs talking about properly. Because if you've seen, you've got people like Marcel, Gabby, so it's like almost like exes
and
again.
And the potential few people that could be going on.
Bombshells, like there is the possibility of things like Lana being on there. Never know.
I've always wanted Ron to go on All Stars.
She's been wanting me to do it ever since like last year when I was meant to do it.
Oh, he was going to do it last year, but he didn't.
No, I wasn't going to do it. You just wanted me to do it. Look, you got to remember, everyone gets a call.
Yeah.
Everyone gets a call.
You know, even at one point I did, and I think it was just before I got engaged, actually, but are you serious?
Yeah, have you seen worse things? People could drop it for the fame, if you're that fame hungry.
No, I'm not, honeys.
I tell you one question I get all the time that people always, because we never speak about it, because I don't know why actually. I think it's been enough time where you talk about it,
Yeah.
but our experience on Love Island as a whole, I always get, and they always talk about how me and you, like, why was we never a fit, like, why we always knew from the get-go why we was a friendship. And I just remember, looking back now, I crease at some of, like, the nights when we was coupled up.
If only they knew.
That's the thing, people, you don't...
Do you know, can I just say something that, you know, like, used to bother me? Like, they really portrayed that I really fancied you. And no offence, Ron.
Hold on,
You
right.
know the truth, innit?
Yeah, no, I know the truth. I know the truth because, right, I can tell you one thing, and I don't know whether this was actually aired, but I remember saying to Tanyel, I was like, no one in here can handle you.
No, 1 minute. Let's rephrase that. No
No.
one in here is good enough for you.
No, but I said to you at the time, I said, no one can handle you.
Yeah,
Because
what,
I said,
1 minute,
because
elaborate.
because being a London girl is very different. And obviously we had a lot of like Northern blokes in there, a lot of people that just can't handle
It is so
London
different.
girls. They're
yeah.
just two completely different type of female. And I was like, well, we didn't see each other that way. But I knew, I was like, right, I think you was with, I don't know, you was coupled up with Kai at the time. Kai is such a like lovely, grounded person. You're not.
What the fuck? I did not expect you to come out with that. What do you mean?
No, I'm joking. But
He's not joking.
he couldn't handle you because you got your mouthy.
Yeah.
Like you say.
But
you're-
listen, you're not making me look good.
No, right. Look, one thing I say
Change
about Tanya,
it.
and I'm not going to blow smoke up your ass, yeah, but you're like fiercely loyal and you are a very, very kind person to the people who are like you are friends with. Like you're very, very good to the people that you love and care about. But to everyone else, you're an absolute bastard. Like you will say what you think, which I actually rate so much because it actually did. It was quite
But
funny. in there.
also, I'm not a jealous person. Like, I'm really not like, even if I don't like a girl in the villa, I wouldn't hate on them or get involved in their business. I really just wouldn't care. I keep myself to myself.
Well, I don't know. You did get involved a little bit.
With what?
You had beef with like Liv and shit in there.
Eh.
Yeah.
If you ask for it, what would you expect?
Yeah, no, I get it.
That's different.
I get it. Like people like what was his name? Fucking Spencer or whatever his name was.
What about him?
You beefed him at some point, didn't you? Like Aaron, or, like you had
It
beef
wasn't
with a lot.
Spencer. No, I didn't beef Spencer. It was Aaron.
Aaron, yeah, yeah.
No
yeah.
offense, yeah, I really actually forgot about that guy. I don't hold on to grudges at all, by the way. So these people that we're talking about honestly wish them the best and have no
No
bad
bad
vibe
blood.
with
No,
I
no
have no
bad
bad
blood.
with vibe with them either. Like if I saw them out, hi, you're right, like at an event, whatever, I have no problem with them now.
It's just a crease thing to look back on, though.
But my problem with him was he was so moody, and he would really like if you caught him on a bad day, he would be really rude to you. So for me, it was like a few little digs that he'd say here and there, and like one night I was like, no, I ain't fucking having this. And
I do remember
we
that.
had
It's
a
just outside
massive
the kitchen,
argument.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
We had some crease times.
Yeah, but he
in
was
there,
being a
beefing.
dick. I can't remember
I
what
wish I
that was
beefed
even
more.
about. But I think he was having a go at Zara. But actually, my mind is so frazzled and blurred that I can't remember none of it. But I just remember at the time she was not wrong, and I had to when I think someone is being picked on, I'm not gonna sit there and have it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're always back. To be fair,
Yeah, I'll
you
back the
always
right
back.
person, and she
You'll
didn't do
back
anything
whoever's
wrong.
in the right, but you'll also tell, because I was in this situation a lot of the time, right? Where, like, if I had done something where Tanya probably disagreed with or didn't agree with or whatever, she'd 100% you'd put me into check, or you'd try to put me in check, or you'd at least
did.
tell me.
Yeah.
Right? But you'd say it in a way you'd be like, nah, like what you're doing is actually like not on.
Yeah,
which is
happened
fine.
all the time.
It didn't happen all the time because there's not there. Let's be honest, I didn't actually do anything wrong, but it's quite creased looking back, thinking people don't know, right? Think about when we was coupled up, when we was in bed, and we had that conversation where, bear in mind they have so many mics in these beds, right? That like in the what they call it, the headrest underneath, they can hear everything.
Yeah.
So Tanya was like, and I was, I played by the rules. I was a pain in the ass to produce.
No,
but
we were literally the worst people ever. Like when it comes to
you was worse.
You
You was
can't-
worse in terms of like covering mics and stuff.
yeah, because I just wanted to have a bit of privacy.
Yeah, you
I
can't
hated
get
that.
You signed up for.
I know, but
sign that away.
Yeah, I know that. But sometimes, when I think because our friendship was so genuine, and we were actually you was my bit of
Yeah.
home. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And there was so much I was just dying to tell you, and I couldn't speak to you about certain things. And then I'd be like, no, I'm not having this no more. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna try and cover the mic. And
Well, we stuffed the pillows up the headrest.
I stuffed the pillows up the
Yeah.
headrest, and I told you to go underneath the covers so I could whisper.
Underneath the covers, whispering, and then told me about your man outside.
Not my man outside. Let's rephrase that. Yeah, guys, he's just chatting shit to a certain extent. But yeah, that's a tricky one. I don't know how to explain this. But how do I explain this?
I would say
I went into the villa single.
Went into the villa single, knowing full well that you, in your head, you was always coming out to Eddie. Like
1 minute. Do you think I had any options in there?
no,
you think they gave me a chance?
I know that, but it's like.
I've always.
He
I
wasn't
said to them.
exactly
1 minute. I said
open-minded.
to them all the time. I want an older man. Yeah.
I'm not gonna get that though.
Yeah, but
he was already old.
Arsehole. At least I don't look it.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
but I wanted an older man. Not necessarily just that. I just wanted someone who's mature, got their shit together. Someone who's
Rich.
more on my rich.
Yeah, old and rich.
No, I just want someone who is successful and works hard and is on the same level as me. And you know what? I feel like a lot of girls nowadays get taken wrong when they ask for that, but I'm doing it
Oh,
myself.
I don't know. Let's not.
No, but
like,
I work hard myself, so why should I
Yeah,
not
no,
deserve
I
someone
agree
who's
with
on
that.
my level?
No, I
But
agree with that.
That's not my reasons why I got with Eddie's. My reasons were because there was no one in there compared to him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No, I get that. Well,
Which
that's
is-
why it was quite funny for me, because the rest of the time that we spent in there.
I couldn't help but compare everyone to him, I think, without me realising, which is when I
yeah,
had
but that
to
was a
tell...
good thing. The
Yeah.
way it is, I mean, it's worked out now, obviously.
Yeah, 100%.
But that was the crazy thing, because after you told me that night, we just couldn't stop laughing at the fact that I think fellas were coming in at that point, and they'd, I don't know, you'd have to couple up with someone, and I'd just crease because I'd be like, they have no idea that she's so clocked out.
I know, but do you know what?
You're so finished.
I really did try. I tried my best to
You
get to
didn't.
know everyone.
You didn't.
Well, because they were so boring.
You basically came
killed
in,
me.
become friends with me, and then left. I cannot believe I actually cried when you left as well.
I loved it.
It's
It was
actually
so cute. I
embarrassing.
love
I
everyone.
regret
Loads
that
of
so
people
much.
cried though, but I was like, good bitch, cry.
they?
Yes, and it made me
Me
feel
and
so
Lana,
good about
that was
myself.
it?
No, a lot of them cried.
No, they didn't. It
Yes,
was
they
just
did.
us
Watch
two.
back the clips.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was so happy.
Or maybe Sammy, actually. I think
I was
Sammy
like, oh,
might
don't
have.
cry. But in my head, I was thinking, so you should.
Yeah, but I was top G.
I'm a good
I was
friend.
top friend in there.
Yeah, you was. And so was they. Okay.
Yeah, but I was top.
That's just because you hate
Look at us
me.
now. We're thriving as friends. All from Love Island.
But
That's
yeah.
what we got to thank.
I just feel like my intentions going in was to literally go and find love. Like, actually, no, that's bullshit. I went in.
Yes,
yeah,
there you go.
That's such a lie.
We will clip
That is
that.
such a
We
lie.
will clip that because she has out and out said she went in there bullshit.
No,
not for love.
that's not true. It's bullshit. I went in there for the experience.
Yeah.
I went in there though being open.
Okay.
Yeah, I went in there being
I don't believe
open.
it, but yeah.
Okay, well, I tried to.
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't have a connection with anyone. Like, honestly, looking back to everyone that I spoke to, even Kai was such a lovely person. But, like, look at how well suited he is with Sanam now. Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
And it just so happened to be that my reason was to leave and my fiance to be pick me up from the airport. And I just had the best time ever.
Yeah, that was
after
so jokes. When you told me that, when I don't know whether you told me in the villa at that point where you was like, nah, he's gonna pick me up outside the airport, like he'd be waiting for me.
No,
And
I
I'm
didn't
like-
say he'd be waiting for me. I said I hoped he'd be waiting for me.
Yeah, but realistically, you knew he was always gonna be waiting.
I don't know, you know. Like, I really, at the time,
Get
I
back
really...
at land at Heathrow or whatever, and then you've got a fella. You
Love
just come off
you.
of Love Island, and you've got like a fella that's picking you up from the airport.
No, but that was different because...
It's creeps. We can joke about it now. Like
yeah.
we can laugh
no,
about
but
it.
genuinely,
I
I literally
violated
didn't
the
think
show.
that was going to happen. But because I think we left it on such like open terms
Yeah.
with me and him, and we weren't like together, I feel like we always had we were on good terms. So when
Yeah.
I left the villa, we were allowed like a 10-minute phone call with like a family member. You probably didn't. I
Yeah,
don't know if you
no,
had that
you
same
did, you
thing.
did tell me.
So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
no,
allowed
I
a
had
10-minute
that.
phone call with a family member, and I spoke to my sister. I thought, how the fuck do I say this though? Because one of the team were there overhearing the conversation. I was thinking, oh, this is so annoying because I just want to openly say like, what's going on with
Yeah,
it
is
is
he gonna
like
be
has
there?
yeah
I
like
remember you
is he
telling me
thinking
this,
of me? Does he
actually.
hate me? Like, has he moved
Yeah.
on? Because we had no idea. Yeah, and then I just said, so Ellie, I made up a name and I was like, can she pick me up from the airport? And she was like, well, I thought your friends were picking you up. I said, I don't want them to. I said, he's my soulmate. But the funniest thing is, until I landed, I still didn't know. So I'd done my chaperone's head in the whole journey home. Imagine an 11-hour flight, yeah, in fucking shitty premium, yeah.
Whoa!
Shitty
Don't get
premium.
right with a snob, absolute snob.
No, I am going to be a snob because you know what? You put me through hell. I've been away for this many weeks, yeah, and the least you could have done is put me on a business class flight for
Wow,
11 hours.
That is just outrageous.
For 11
That's
hours.
a 10-bag flight.
It's not the point. I think I deserved more
No
than that.
chance.
My point is, I was stuck on a shit flight, in a mood. Okay, I was being a princess. I am being a bit.
Shock.
Okay, but I'm not actually that materialistic. I'm just being like that in this situation.
I used to think you was awful. I used to think you were so materialistic.
Just listen.
I actually did. I judged
So
you.
I was stuck on this shitty flight, speaking to my chaperone. She was the loveliest girl ever. And I told her my whole story. And I was like, I really hope that he picks me up from the airport. And I think she looked at me like, like, what the hell?
Yeah, because it's
But
not
she was
something you
being
should be
so
telling them for
lovely.
a start.
Well, I didn't know if it was going to happen. I thought I was dreaming. Genuinely, I thought, no, that's a dream.
My God.
And I said to her, please, can you walk
Whoever
me?
her
Can you
chaperone
please
was,
walk
I
with me
am
to
so
the car?
sorry you had to experience that flight
I
with
said,
her.
please, can you walk with me to the car? I said, because I don't know if it's going to be him or if it's going to be a friend. But this is basically, at this point, this is like my future in my hands. Like, am I going to get with my ex or not? And then anyways, the ring says it all, honeys.
I
So
can't
my Love
believe
Island
it.
experience was great.
Well, yeah, only because well, I mean, I'm not being funny, it was better than mine. Like, you've come out of a wedding ring. I'm sat here single.
That's your problem, not mine.
It's been, it's bleak period of single. I'm just pure singleton now. I think we leave it there for the next episode. I think we need to talk All Stars. I think we need. I don't know. I don't know whether I talk about whether or not that I would go on it. I don't know. My brain still hasn't quite comprehended it. Seeing the lineup today, not sure. So I think we leave it there, and we maybe catch up on this subject for next time. But thanks for tuning in from both of us for our first ever episode. I'm sure we will get better at this, but hopefully you've enjoyed. And make sure you, I don't know, do all that stuff like subscribe, all that sort of stuff.
Oh, good. I find that it's so icky to say that at the end of
I've
it.
just said it now.
Yeah, I know, but like it just.
I've
cringe.
destroyed the ick. It's not an ick now. I've said
Yeah,
it.
just make sure you like and subscribe.
But yeah, do it. But thank you.